It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. Motivated by grace, but I don't like them. It's for the industry and all them haters that comprise it. I own my image and likeness. I'm fighting like Leonidas. To be righteous is key. I had to make my circle tighter, cause they life is the street. I'm from the jungle where you kill what you eat. I love the feast. Taught myself how to cook, it was franks and butter beans. Hot summers, no treats. Niggas born with no retreat. If they gotta get you, they willing to shoot you right through the priest. That's where I'm raised at. Today back. Y'all niggas listening to slave rap. Just got my chain back, crafted by Arabs. Wait, I got a blade strapped under the wave cap. My city full of niggas bleeding like a fucking ASAS. So when I say I overcame the odds, I don't pray to God. Watch niggas that was shaving hard, had to take a charge till I came to change the cards. Hey, I ain't got no words for y'all. I don't do the rap beats. I'm trying to get my girl to drop.
But I know it's gonna get better than this. For sure. I don't have everything that I want. But if there's one thing that I know, it's gonna get better than this. For sure.
Hey. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Y'all know this Rick Ross and Drake thing has been going on for a minute now. There was a moment after the verses between himself and French Montana where he said, you know, Drake, don't nobody want to see you lose. It's all good, nigga. Real niggas don't want to see you lose, all this good shit. Just a couple days ago, he came out back to trolling Drake and basically said Iceman was a flop, the album stunk. And basically was like, it was a good run while it lasted. And basically was like, nigga, you should retire. Well, Rick Ross has now turned the Iceman moment into his latest press run. So, of course, Ross has a new book on the way and a new album on the way. And he's going around doing interviews. And in each interview, of course, the subject of Drake comes up. People asking him about reconciliation, where things went wrong, all of these different types of things. He's still amplifying the issue between himself and 50 Cent as well. He has some type of fucking platinum encrusted finger cast on, splint or something, and he said he want to slap the shit out of 50 Cent with the damn finger splint. Rick Ross been carrying on like a motherfucker these last few days, and I don't think it's gonna end anytime soon because again, he has things to promote. So he's taking that old promo strategy. I don't know what his current situation is, if he's 100% independent or what, but clearly the marketing budget is zero. So he's traveling around. He's going up to podcasts. He's talking his shit. He's talking shit from the house on IG Live, Insta Stories, the whole nine, just to make sure that his message gets out there. He also has his 20 Years of Port of Miami tour where he's performing with an orchestra, if I'm not mistaken. And in the midst of all of that also being a thing, Rick Ross is now the subject of the Summer Jam screen because people are saying, hey, you doing all this extra shit out here, but why are your tour tickets not selling? So we'll see if he comes out and answers to that since he's doing so much talking. But let's get into what Ross recently had to say about Drake and Iceman in this new interview, because he said his homeboys listened to it and thought it was a piece of shit. So PBD podcast says Rick Ross says Drake isn't on his level and that Iceman flopped. They asked him, do you put Drake at your level? I'm not going to read the quotes all the way because I want to hear it straight out of Rick Ross.
Did you put Drake at your level?
No.
You're not putting Drake at your level.
No, see, you might be, I could see it in your eyes, you might be confused with the numbers and all of the fake numbers flood the marketplace, 50 something. That shit ain't nothing Remember what I told you? The streets are the streets. If Drake was what he thought, you what you think he was or what he thought he was, he would have been able to clear all this shit up, address it, and been moved on. He's still suing the label. That's like him. He might sue you for speaking of him on this situation.
You listen to Iceman, the new.
Damn, Ross said he might sue your ass for even bringing him up in this conversation with me right now. This the type of nigga we're dealing with. If he was everything that you and the rest of the world perpetuated him to be, he would have been moved on. He would have licked his wounds. He would have addressed it 2 years ago. New album would have been nothing but slaps for the people. But instead, he ran to the courthouse, not once, not twice, but 3 times a lady. And when he got his ass knocked out the box from the judge with the dismissal, he decided to go back and file an appeal. Now he talking about he got bees on the table and I just want to be free. If you wanted to be free so fucking bad, why didn't you decline the offer that Universal gave you that you claimed they lowballed you on? Let's never forget that piece. I think everybody seems to forget. His lawsuit clearly stated in plain English that he wanted to renegotiate his contract. And he felt like they conspired against him with Kendrick Lamar, Future, etc., to devalue him in the marketplace so they would not have to pay him what he was demanding. So if you wanted to be free so goddamn bad, why you ain't say, you know what? Let's not renegotiate. I'll go elsewhere. I'll go independent. I'll go to Santa Ana where my fucking label, OVO, is housed. You got your whole label that you came out with under a whole nother label. So why won't you go with them, Mr. Renegotiation? Or does UMG have an option available where you can't get up and leave so easily? Why would you drop 3 albums at once if you was up for renegotiation and could leave? Now you got people coming out here. Let me stop, man, because we gonna rehash the same old shit. This nigga just mad because he can't get that whatever that request was. They say he wanted equity in the label. They said you could get equity in the door. Now please walk through it.
I listened to some of it. My
What'd you think,
engineer
Rob?
it was horrendous.
Horrendous.
My homies actually sat there and they lost an hour of their life for this shit.
Listen to it.
Yeah,
Are they recovering?
yeah, trauma.
Trauma. It's tough.
It is.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Now, by the way,
when you've been waiting after you seen people put ice blocks in the middle of places and promoted and marketed, and the world knew what day it was coming out, and the shit came out and really, folded.
but have you personally listened to every single one of the tracks in the new album?
No, I couldn't do it. I mean, Pitchfork gave it. I said it was mid. Mid meant 5. Pitchfork gave it a 4 point something. I don't know, but it was like, no one's my friend. You left me alone. Oh my, it's that type of shit.
Damn.
You got to be a boss out here, man.
So nothing that would be in your new playlist that you were showing.
Was it anything in my recent
Well, I
playlist?
didn't hear all of them. I don't know if you got a,
I mean,
by which one did you stop? 5?
I'm not
Did
sure.
you make it to 5 or 6?
I'm not sure. You got to realize when it was going, it's music people that's on my team I allow them to be you could be a Drake fan if you like his music. I'm not going to tell you, no, don't put, we not on that type of shit. Listen to it if you want to listen to it. And I had people that listened to it. By the 5th song they came out, they was like, damn, this shit whack. And they went back in, listened to it. I'm like, it's not nothing that's dope. You don't hear nothing like Jay-Z and Alicia Keys from New York. I say you don't hear none of that. This is a motherfucker who always bringing up Michael Jackson. What a Billie Jean at? What a Thriller. And
I'm 50-50 on Ross. You know what I mean? I enjoyed a pretty good amount of Rick Ross music. Really don't like him as a person. You know what I mean? His character. He's funny when he wants to be though, but not a fan of his persona. But it was a really good point he just made there, bringing up Michael Jackson. You keep bringing up Michael Jackson's name. Where's the undeniable shit at? Where's the shit that transcends? Where's the shit that, touches people? Well, maybe we should stop using that term, that euphemism. Where is the music that actually has a shelf life beyond the week or 2 weeks that you released it? You know what I'm saying? So I can't really refute anything that Ross is saying. Now, do I think it's kosher that he's going around using this as a talking point to get people to listen to his upcoming album and his book? Not particularly, you know what I'm saying? At some point, it does look like, damn, nigga, you about to be 50 years old. Like, what is Rick Ross bringing to the table in 2026 that we need to hear? You know, that record with French Montana, Minx in Miami or whatever. I like the beat, you know what I mean? Which is really just an old like NWA beat, if I'm not mistaken. But I like the fact that you did it. But it ain't like a monumental record. It's not must see TV, you know? Um, which ultimately is what we need right now in 2026 in hip hop. We need good music, undeniable music, music that's actually going to stimulate the minds and ears of people, get people talking, get people expanding, get people that actually want to talk at length about what it is that they're experiencing through this music. Where is that? Where's the music that gives you that? Where's the music that makes you, want to spend more time with your loved ones? You know what I mean? Where is that at? You know? So if you ain't bringing none of that, you might as well fall under the same goddamn category. You a couple steps above because you writing your own shit and you're doing it yourself. But again, what do you have to say to counter this bullshit? Because we know it's bullshit, but we need an antithesis for it. So just as these videos started circulating of Rick Ross with his opinion of Drake's album, we got Big Business here, aka Ahmed, who, don't let that name fool you, he ain't black. Comes out with this post here. He says, the amount of seats available for Rick Ross Port of Miami 20th anniversary tour. Like clockwork, the hit piece hits the net. Not to mention, this very same kind of post was posted by Kirko, who we know breaks Drake news damn near daily. So they're showing all of the available seats via Ticketmaster. And people were like, hey, nigga, how much is OVO paying you? He then comes out and says, I got it from here. So apparently he got it from this Dap City link, which I'm sure is being disseminated amongst those on payroll or the Clippers or the ghost accounts. And here we have the contents of the piece. So Washed. Rick Ross Port of Miami 20th anniversary tour is a massive flop, all caps. Struggling to sell tickets in Miami. They say, nigga, you can't even sell tickets in your hometown. Jesus. They show the stage. All of the blue would be the available tickets, the available seats. Okay. Rick Ross Port of Miami Orchestra Tour. That's for June 19th, just around the corner. This one is for May 29th. That's next weekend. Yikes. This one is a month out. As you can see, it's more blue than an iPhone text thread. Jeez. June 20th, Jacksonville. More of the same. All right, now, nigga. June 26th. Ain't that the same day y'all said before? Or am I tripping? My bad for doing that. No, they're going through all the dates. Damn. Why would you be performing for so many people, Ross? You ain't even like that. You ain't even a good performer. July 17th. What is this, a theater? Looks a little smaller. And we won't get into what people are saying in the comments of this thing. I just wanted to see the stage plots and everything. So basically, niggas is saying, while you out here worried about Drake, you need to be worried about trying to get some asses in them seats. Which I can't fully disagree on. But let's be clear, Drake ain't fucking off limits. I will say that. You know, especially with all of the hype, all of the people coming out, jumping on the bandwagon. Niggas is outside cheering. And the best thing that they got, so funny, man. They out here cheering, talking about this nigga save rap. And the biggest thing they got coming from this motherfucker is shebang. Shebang. That's the one. No, sirree, Bob. That's not the one. That's not the one, buddy. If that's what the so-called people are saying is saving rap, this shit deader than when Nas said it in 06, ning. This shit deceased, ning. You talking about Iceman, let's call it gangrene. Motherfucker. If shebang is here to save rap, we are doomed. No MF in front of it. We just doomed. But I'll digress before I get called a hater, because I know it's going to come expediently. And I don't feel like dealing with the narratives today. I don't feel like answering these motherfuckers. So I'll just chill with that. But at the end of the day, you know, I do wish Ross the best with his upcoming album. I hope it's good. I hope he's got some good production. That's what he's pretty much known for. He's going to spew lemon pepper and riches all over it. Opulence. But mostly I'm going to be listening to it for the beats. You know, we already got 3 new projects from Drake, 2 of them that people act like don't even exist. So it is what it is on that front. If you haven't already, go join us over at patreon.com/realjnolan. My full review of Nick Grant's new album, Smile, is up over there. The reason why it's housed over there is because I want people to actually be able to hear the music on the album. If you haven't personally gone and checked it out, it's a solid project. And unfortunately on YouTube, it's going to get copyright claims. So you got to come over and fuck with us over here. This weekend, I may even check out Lil Sim's new project. I see she dropped some shit too. It'll be over here on Patreon as well. Got to build the community up over there. Because, again, until this copyright shit gets worked out, I can't really maneuver the way I want to over here for music. But I do want to engage with the new hip-hop shit that's coming out. So it's going to have to be over there, okay? Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good out there, man. Peace.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking, the drama be piling on. Father and great son acknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts, every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I can do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy